Mike and I met at a restaurant. He was the manager of the restaurant that I work at. I was the server, and I found him very attractive. Kind of made the first, like I let him know I was interested. And I was,
Well, actually, you let coworkers know you were interested.
yes, I did that too. I was like, this is what I want, and how am I going to make it happen? So that's how I met him.
I always like to brag. I was like, yeah, I used to be her boss. And that kind of ended when we got married. Shoot, we were inseparable. Like, I don't think we did one thing without one another. And
No, we stayed together and glued together like for years. The hopes for our marriage, in my case, was not to repeat the same thing that happened in my house.
I think my expectation was to kind of the same thing, is not make the same mistakes that my parents made.
We had no idea how to do this. We knew we liked each other. We knew we had fun. We kind of liked the same things, worked in the same place. So at that moment, life was pretty easy. But when I decided to go to nursing school, that took a toll. There was no time for anything. The way I handled it was the way I communicated. I not only let him know what I need, my delivery is always harsh. And I sometimes say I throw bullets with my mouth.
There was a lot of lack of communication from my side, especially letting her know how I felt. When she was getting ready to go into nursing school, there really wasn't any communication between the two of us, like if this was a good time, or it was more of like, all right, well, I'm gonna do this, so whether you like it or not, it's gonna happen.
The communication that was happening at that moment was just, I'm keeping you up to date with what's happening in my life. I'll catch you later.
She had school to where she was at school all day and would study all night, and here I was working 12 to 14 hour days. What really should have been at the forefront was her, and I was putting her on the back burner, her needs and ambitions and whatnot. I made an extremely bad decision because of my actions. I was devastated because of the hurt that I caused everyone. I had a dream where it was just like me and God kind of just telling me, like, this is not who you are. This is not who I made you to be. I kind of woke up that next day and just started going through everything, looking for counselors, looking for pastors to speak to, looking for kind of anybody that I could talk to. Through that, I had a meeting here at Journey. He sat down with me, heard my whole story, heard everything that I had done and put my family through. And I was never judged. What had happened to the growth that we've done since, that we're able to be that example for our children that we didn't have when we were growing up. I think that's probably the biggest motivation for me now, is to see the look on my daughter's faces now and know that they're getting raised in the right situation where they're gonna see mommy and daddy not only love one another, but love us just as much. And I know that's something neither one of us has.
So we seek individual counseling and then couples counseling, and then re-engage came up. I was kind of like skeptical at first. What re-engage brought was forgiveness. You're broken. You need me, and let me teach you what marriage is about. The help that we got from re-engage, as well as counseling and everything else that was needed. We're now talking about Bible studies and things that we want and things that we want to do for our daughters, and how we can change not only their lives, but the generations to come. And I can only thank God for it. He made a new man, a new husband. I'm dating and married a new man that I didn't have before. Oh my gosh.